Hello everyone, welcome back to another guide video. Thank you to Hellfire for helping with a little bit of the artifact discussion here about the Zero. I wanted to prepare, but I want you guys to take this video with a grain of salt, or my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm not a professional raid player. I just get advice from others and I follow it. Also, I like the stamina 420. Don't ever change that. Kidding, you have to, but still, it's kind of sad. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt, because my advice may not be accurate. And what's wrong about my advice, please tell me constructive in the comments, so that the owner of this account can read your comments and actually get the proper advice. But don't be like, oh, this guy has no idea what he's doing, like unsub, dislike and all that stuff. Like, that's unnecessary. But if you want to do that, it's fine, but it's like, it's unnecessary. We can be professional, right? Okay, cool. It's, yeah, I don't know, is considered being toxic professional? I don't know. Okay, so first of all, we start with Xavier, because she's a great hero. She's a legendary. She has some poison stuff, so I totally understand the accuracy buff here. It's an easy plus for the accuracy for 2 pieces only. This is a nice artifact setup for clan boss. She could use lifesteal for clan boss. Credits to Hellfire for saying that. And if you're using her in arena, I'd say just use full attack. But yeah, this is definitely more of a CB focused hero, I can see right now. You're using speed on her, which I think is fine. I don't actually know. I think attack is also great, but speed is fine, because maybe she will be able to do 2 hits before the clan boss does 1 hit, and that could like double your amount of hits, and that wouldn't be bad. But yeah, either speed or attack, to be honest. I think attack would also be great, but then again, speed probably more so, because once she has full masteries, once she has Giant Slayer or War Master, 2 hits will deal way more than just having a little bit of an attack buff, I think. Yeah, you will have 2 hits, which means 2 times you can trigger Giant Slayer 2 times instead of 1 time or whatever. So I think just speed is fine enough. Then you have an attack chestplate, which is very good. Crit damage gauntlets. What's your stats at? You have a 50% crit rate, 148% crit damage. You need to increase that crit rate. I don't think I would want to remove the crit damage gauntlets, however. I'd just hope and pray for. I just hope for more crit rate in the substats. That would be fine enough, I think. So just work on doing that. Also, you've been grinding retaliation. I see. Yeah, that's an interesting place to farm. Okay, good to know. And yeah, that's. I think you should stick with crit damage though, and just try and increase the crit rate somehow, because crit damage is very important. As for the range's health, I don't think you have done too much there. The shield, also just a 3-star, but it gives you a lot of crit rate and crit damage, so that's not too bad. And then you have your helmet giving you some health. You could look for, and speed. I like the speed, but you could look for a helmet giving you like crit rate, for example. You can find a helmet giving 10% crit rate, and you could have a weapon. I mean, you could have a chest plate giving you crit rate, for example. Even though that's a lot of accuracy, so that's not bad. 38 accuracy. Yeah, overall the set isn't horrible, to be honest. I don't mind it at all. And her stats is fine enough. And she's a 6-star hero as well. You're working on her, and this will soon be an ascended skill, and that's great. Yeah, we're not going to look too much through the skills. I'd say just level. She has so many skills, it's kind of ridiculous. I guess leveling her skills isn't bad. Overall, it's just fine to level her skills. Why not? She's a good legendary. You have legendary skill tomes, use them. As for the mastery setup, I'd probably follow the same line as Kale has. Yeah, I'd go this route, and then I'd probably go for both of these. Then I'd go for this book. Then I would probably go for. I don't think the Master Hexer really matters if you're doing the clan boss, so I think I'd go for Sniper. And then here I'd go for Whirlwind of Death. I'd probably go for Cycle of Violence. Then I would probably go for Kill Streak, and then I would either go for Giant Slayer or War Master. Let's see here. What does her skills do? Attacks one enemy 3 times, attacks all enemies 2 times. Okay, so I'd probably go over to and do Giant Slayer on her, to be honest. Okay, next hero, Kale. I have a Kale guide. Full attack for arena, maybe lifesteal for clan boss, even campaign if you're struggling. That's all I gotta say. I'd use full attack. Yeah, great, cool. Yeah, that's really it. I have an entire guide for him, so I don't feel like I want to repeat myself too much. So if you're curious, I have a Kale guide video you can take a look at. I even have a master. I think I even show you his masteries. Go the same route as you do with Xavier on him, basically. And then we have Lightsworn, which I haven't had any experiences with. This guy is a defense boyo. So what I was thinking is if you had two set pieces of defense, or divine. Is divine defense even a thing? Why isn't the divine defense a thing? Game, please. They have divine attack, divine defense, divine health. They don't have divine defense. They only have divine health on attack. Defense is being. Why exclude divine defense? Anyway, I don't think divine defense is a thing. If it is, I feel like a fool now. Anyway, as I was going to say, I'd use double defense stuff. And one set of accuracy, because he does deal debuffs, he does do debuffs, and his damage is based on defense, so there's no reason to use speed. I mean attack, even speed. I suppose maybe speed isn't bad, but it just attacks one enemy. Like, he just attacks simply one enemy. I think you should rather focus on his defense. First of all, he will be more tanky, and second of all, he will deal more damage, so I think doing that could be better for you. As for the masteries, I'd probably go for the defense. I'd go the same route for him. Actually, yeah, I'd go the same route in the support tree as Xavier, and then I would do the defense tree, which I would do defense plus 75. I'd probably do rejuvenation, to be honest. Then I would do blast proof. Then I would do. This won't hopefully happen. Let's see here. 30% chance. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'd use a shadow heal thing here. Yeah, and then I would use. Here I could use two, so I'd use delay that. And then I would also use. Let's see here. I think I'd also do the increased ally resist for each buff of them. No, does he do buffs? Or does he just do that to himself? He just do all allies. Yeah, sure. He could pull that off. He could do the soliditary, because that's also it's a 4-turn cooldown, so it's not horrible. Also, why did I leave that? So yeah, that isn't horrible, to be honest. And then I would probably go for yeah. So we've gone for 2 there, so we're down here again. I'd use the sniper probably. Even increase speed for... Nah, I don't actually think so. I'd probably... You know what? This guy doesn't deal poison. I don't think I would use a sniper. This guy does poison. No, he does weaken and everything. So I'd probably use Master Hexer on him there. And then here I would probably go for... increases the turn meter when... yeah, I think so. Let me see here. Let's see. It decreases the damage for. Yeah, I think I'd use Cycle of Revenge and Sleepless Defender, and then the bottom one, I would probably do Bulwark, because this guy is a tank. So I think Bulwark wouldn't be too bad, to be honest. Even the resist. No, I think I'd just use Bulwark. Like, that's the only thing. That's other one gives defense, right? I don't think I'd do that. Yeah, I think I'd use Bulwark. Increases the chance. Yeah, okay, there we go. His mastery setup, his skills, kind of whatever. I think the cooldown, especially indomitable, is important. And then we had Steelskull, which Hellfire suggested. Also, I just need to read a message here. Yes. There we go. Just my sister wondering if I was ready. We were going to drive to the mall or to the store so I can purchase food, so I don't have the bicycle there. That's my electric bicycle, because I'm a lazy person. Anyway, what someone suggested, or Hellfire suggested, I don't have much experience with Steelskull. I'm very new to the Steelskull train, but he is a god. He's an absolute god in the clan boss. And this advice will most likely probably be wrong. But if it's not wrong, I'll give it anyway. If it is wrong, I'll give it. I'd probably double 2 set HP, so 2 sets of HP, and then 1 set of speed. I don't know if it works or not. I don't know. I don't know. And I'd probably use health gauntlets, probably use health chestplate. I didn't even look through the artifacts of the guy. I need to do that. HP boots, sure, why not? This guy needs to be tanky as heck, so why not? Yeah, Knight Errant. I guess defense is important, yeah. This person kind of got the hang of it. I'd say more... Well, the substats here is 17% defense. So that's not bad. And then... Speed? No. Probably more defense, to be honest with you. More defense. Defense. You don't have to do too much speed on him. Maybe if you don't do much speed, you could do the resist route and you could go for the resist instead. Yeah, then you'd have to do this one instead of the selfless defender and do that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, and masteries of this guy. I genuinely... Does this guy do debuffs? I don't think so. Well, he does poison. Attacks one enemy 2 times. That isn't bad. So if he does that, removes all debuffs. Okay, I kind of get what we could do here. We could do this one, accuracy plus 10. Then we could... This is difficult, actually. Because you do want him to heal more. So, yeah, why not go for the shield buff and this one? But then you'd have this one being kind of bad. He needs the poison. So maybe not use the heal staff. Then you could increase his accuracy for each ally or each enemy alive, and then you could do increased turn meter when a buff is removed or expires, and then you could so you do 2 here, and then if the target okay. Let's see here, cycle of magic. I only need to click on you once. I think I'd probably use Lure of Steel here. Then I'd do the decreasing cooldown at the I don't think so. Actually, I think so. I think Evil Eye and that buck, and then I would also probably do the Master Exer is not too necessary. Vit's the poison, I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not as annoying as Kale's. I don't know. It increases the chance of placing debuffs. Maybe just do a sniper and then that's it. And then I'd probably go for a similar setup like Whirlwind of Death. Then I'd probably go for Cycle of Vile. When attacking, increases damage, bring it down. That's not bad, but this guy isn't a damage dealer. But I suppose he is useful for using Giant Slayer. But I'm not sure. I'd probably just copy like Ray or something here with, well, not Ray, but Xavier and using Giant Slayer. Yeah, I think that's a stable setup overall. But you could also just use the defense tree here as well. And if you were to use the defense tree, I would probably just copy Lightsworn. Okay, next one, Knight Errant. There was some talk about this. Maybe 2 times attack set and 1 time crit set. Or just full attack set, either or. That's kind of cool. I'd probably just use, yeah, well, full attack. Well, maybe, yeah, obviously here you should use either crit damage or crit rate. I always strive for late game team crit damage gauntlets, early game crit rate, because at end game you hopefully will have enough substats to not need crit rate gauntlets. Especially with 6-star gear, you will get better substats, hopefully. Like, I got a pretty cool one. Not that I'm able to use it, it's a HP one, life one, on my main, but still. Yeah, you could get some insane stuff, to say the least. Yeah, so yeah, I just used full attack, and this guy does debuffs, so I'd probably copy the Xavier setup in the masteries, except I'd use War Master instead of Giant Slayer. But this is if you want to use him in Clan Boss. I think even just for example doing the Blood Shield and instead of them, yeah, you just use one here and you just choose Blood Shield and you choose Kill Streak. then you could do flawless execution, which is crit damage, and this guy definitely could need it, I think. So yeah, just something, some options for you. And then Kale we've done. Okay, cool. We've seen the artifacts. We've done the artifacts and some of the masteries, which is cool. Then we head over to Great Hall. Your Xavier is a red one, right? She's a void. She's not a void. She's a force. She's a force champion. So you could, yeah, just focus more on force. You could increase the attack a lot and accuracy and all that. It's there. I'll not claim that in case you wanted to save it up for something. Xavier, yeah, I tapped that. Xavier really is OP. Anything else? I don't want to waste your gems by going into market. I think that's about it. Like team combinations and whatnot. I've given you information now. I think the team combination between these four, Kale, Lightsworn, Kale and Xavier, as a fine one. Then you can use Steelskull and Clan Boss alongside Xavier with Lifesteal, and Kale and I don't know, Lightsworn maybe decrease attack. That isn't too bad, and increase on the revive on that. I think you got this sorted, man. I think you do. I think you've got it sorted, which is kind of cool. So I think that's about it. Thanks guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. And if my advice was wrong, I'm sorry. Let me know what I did wrong. And yeah, that's about it. Have a nice one. And if you wanted your account shown, you can join the Discord server and go to the hashtag guidevid applications chat, and you can just say, hey, I want to be shown to the world, and here we are. Okay, bye bye.